My sister begged me to co-sign her $50,000 wedding loan. I caved, mostly because my parents guilt-tripped me into it, but I wasn't going down without a plan. I added one tiny clause to the paperwork, something no one really noticed, until she and her new husband ditched the debt and skipped the country. They thought they got away with everything, until the collection agency called my mom. Update 1. I stood in the shadows of the grand ballroom, watching my sister twirl in her $10,000 wedding dress, while my credit score burned. The crystal chandeliers caught every sparkle of her tiara, and her laughter echoed off the marble floors, the same laugh she'd used 3 months ago when she'd begged me to co-sign her loan. My name is Lada, and I'm the responsible sister, the boring one, the one who always comes through in a crisis. Tonight, I'm also the one holding a ticking time bomb disguised as a loan agreement. Zlata, darling, why aren't you dancing? My mother, Elena's voice carried that familiar note of disapproval. She gestured to the crowded dance floor, where Sierra and her new husband, Eric, were lost in their own world. Someone has to make sure the vendors get paid, I replied, tapping my tablet. Unless you'd like to handle the final payments. She wrinkled her nose and adjusted her designer shawl. That's what you're good at, dear. Numbers. Sierra's always been our creative spirit. I bit back the response I'd been swallowing for 27 years. Instead, I smiled and pulled up the loan document on my screen, checking for the 100th time that the clause was still there, buried in the fine print like a landmine. Remember when she first showed us the venue? My mother continued, misreading my silence for nostalgia. She just knew it had to be here. Worth every penny, $50,000 of them, to be exact. I remembered that day too, but differently. Please, Lada, Sierra had sobbed, mascara running down her cheeks. The bank won't approve us without a cosigner. You're the only one with good enough credit. That's because I actually pay my bills, I'd said. It's what family does. Our father had chimed in from his armchair, not looking up from his newspaper. Your sister would do the same for you. I'd almost laughed at that. Sierra had never done anything for anyone except herself. I'll pay every payment, I swear, Sierra had promised, clutching my hands. Eric's startup is about to take off, and we'll be loaded. Please, please, please. Now I watched Eric whisper something in Sierra's ear, making her giggle. He caught my eye across the room, and raised his champagne glass with a wink. I raised mine back, wondering if he knew about the clause yet, wondering if either of them had actually read the paperwork before signing it. Mrs. Foster, a wedding planner, materialized beside me. The photographer wants to know if we're still doing the sunset photos on the terrace. Of course we are, I said. Sierra appeared, dragging Eric by the hand. Zlata, you're in these too. You have to. You made all this possible. If she only knew how true that was. I let myself be pulled outside. The setting sun painted everything gold, including Sierra's perfect face as she posed against the balustrade. Our parents joined us, and the photographer arranged us like dolls. The happy family, the perfect wedding, the American dream. Closer together, the photographer called. Big smiles. This is a celebration. I smiled, thinking about the email I'd received that morning from Genesis, my friend in legal. It's bulletproof, she'd written. The clause is active the moment they miss a payment.